Welcome everybody to today's SA51B League Daily Recap podcast for January 16, 2023, brought to you by the good folks at Goodyear, makers of Dunlop tires and IS Fans Productions. Bada Bing met Brave Brew Crew for a 3-game set in American Family Field in Milwaukee today, playing on grass. Brave Brew Crew won the first game over Bada Bing in a pitcher's duel by a score of 2-1. Winning pitcher was Morrison, losing pitcher was Hansen. Both starters went the distance. The second game in Milwaukee today between Bada Bing and Brave Brew Crew under cover, before a sold-out crowd of 41,900 was a walk-off victory for the home squad when Jim O'Rourke lined a double to right center, R. Wilson scored, M. Guerrero scored, Keeler scored. Winning pitcher was Worthington, losing pitcher was Marmol. Bada Bing won the third game over Brave Brew Crew in a pitcher's duel by a score of 2-1. Winning pitcher was Wood, losing pitcher was Potter. Travis Wood pitched a complete game for the visitors. Basement relegation met Spiro Stingers for a 3-game set in Fenway Park in Boston today, playing on grass. Basement relegation won the first game over Spiro Stingers by a score of 6-3. Winning pitcher was Hillman, losing pitcher was Harris. The second game in Boston today between basement relegation and Spiro Stingers under sunny skies, before a sold-out crowd of 35,000 was a walk-off victory for the home squad when Elwainer lined a single down the left field line, Yastrzemski scored, B. Powell scored. Winning pitcher was Nelson, losing pitcher was Carroll. Spiro Stingers won the third game over basement relegation by a score of 5-3. Winning pitcher was Zito, losing pitcher was Rodriguez. Briggs Bombers met Corvette Cruisers for a 3-game set in Fenway Park in Boston today, playing on grass. Corvette Cruisers won the first game over Briggs Bombers by a score of 7-4. Winning pitcher was Laffey, losing pitcher was Herring. Corvette Cruisers won the second game over Briggs Bombers by a score of 5-3. Winning pitcher was Wilcox, losing pitcher was Newsom. Corvette Cruisers won the third game over Briggs Bombers by a score of 8-6. Winning pitcher was Derensborg, losing pitcher was Hampton. Mbappe met Rockport Rock Chucks for a 3-game set in Petco Park in San Diego today, playing on grass. Rockport Rock Chucks won the first game over Mbappe in a pitcher's duel by a score of 2-1. Winning pitcher was Ward, losing pitcher was Francis, who pitched a complete game in a losing cause. Rockport Rock Chucks won the second game over Mbappe by a score of 6-3. Winning pitcher was Callahan, losing pitcher was Grimes. Rockport Rock Chucks won the third game over Mbappe in a pitcher's duel by a score of 1-0. Winning pitcher was Radcliffe, losing pitcher was Brown despite pitching a complete game. Ventnor Viceroys met Woodcliff Lakers for a 3-game set in Yankee Stadium in New York today, playing on grass. Woodcliff Lakers won the first game over Ventnor Viceroys in a pitcher's duel by a score of 1-0. Winning pitcher was Guidry, who pitched a complete game, losing pitcher was Ryan, who also pitched a complete game for Ventnor. Ventnor Viceroys won the second game over Woodcliff Lakers by a score of 6-4. Winning pitcher was Cook, losing pitcher was Tyant. Ventnor Viceroys won the third game over Woodcliff Lakers by a score of 10-4. Winning pitcher was Lannon, losing pitcher was Ojeda. Stonewall Legion 7 met Midlands Meatballs for a 3-game set in Forbes Field in Pittsburgh today, playing on grass. Midlands Meatballs won the first game over Stonewall Legion 7 in a slugfest by a score of 9-8. Winning pitcher was Hilgendorf, losing pitcher was Raditz. Midlands Meatballs won the second game over Stonewall Legion 7 in a squeaker by a score of 5-4. Winning pitcher was Facero, losing pitcher was Leibrandt. Stonewall Legion 7 won the third game over Midlands Meatballs in a blowout by a score of 12-2. Winning pitcher was Rigney, losing pitcher was Traxel. Here are the current standings. In the East Division, Spiro Stingers has a record of 22-17 and has a lead over Corvette Cruisers, who has a record of 21-18. Brave Brew Crew has a record of 17-22. Stonewall Legion 7 has a record of 17-22. In the Central Division, Bada Bing has a record of 21-18 and has a lead over Mbappe, who has a record of 20-19. Ventnor Viceroys has a record of 19-20. Midlands Meatballs has a record of 18-21. In the West Division, Briggs Bombers has a record of 23-16 and has a lead over Rockport Rock Chucks, who has a record of 21-18. Basement Relegation has a record of 18-21. Woodcliff Lakers has a record of 17-22. Here is your SA51 B-League injuries report. For Corvette Cruisers: Kennedy, Joe, out for 11 more days, 10 more games. For Rockport Rock Chucks: Seymour, Cy, out for 3 more days, 3 more games. For Spiro Stingers: Grote, Dick, out for 4 more days, 4 more games. Here are the current batting leaders. The home run leader is Gibson, Josh from CC, who has 14. The top RBI producer is Gibson, Josh from CC, who has 47. The highest batting average belongs to Suzuki, Ichiro from Big, who is batting .379. The stolen base leader is Nixon, Otis from WCL, who has 15. The longest current hit streak belongs to Suzuki, Ichiro from Big, who has hit in 11 straight. Here are the current pitching leaders. The ERA leader is Langston, Mark from BB at 2.10. The top game winner is Zito, Barry from SPE, who has 7. The strikeout leader is Ryan, Nolan from VV, who has 68. The highest number of complete games belongs to Ryan, Nolan from VV, who has 5. Brown, Ray from NBA, has the most innings pitched at 74.0. The saves leader is Campbell, Bill from SPE, who has 11. Here is tomorrow's schedule. Midlands Meatballs is at Corvette Cruisers in Fenway Park, 1946-1950, Boston. Rockport Rock Chucks is at Brave Brew Crew in American Family Field, 2017-2021, Milwaukee. Woodcliff Lakers is at Stonewall Legion 7 in Great American Ballpark, 2017-2021, Cincinnati. Spiro Stingers is at Bada Bing in Hilltop Park, 1903-1907, New York. Basement Relegation is at Ventnor Viceroys in Astrodome, 1977-1981, Houston. Mbappe is at Brave Brew Crew in American Family Field, 2017-2021, Milwaukee. Thanks for listening to today's game. For the best classic fantasy baseball game on the market, visit imaginesports.com. Good night all and God bless.
Bobby Thompson had done it, and Yogi read the comics all the while. Rock and roll was being born, marijuana we would scorn. So down on the corner the national pastime went on trial. We're talking baseball, Klazuski, Campanella, talking baseball. The man and Bobby Fella, the Scooter, the Barber and the Nuke. They knew them all from Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Mickey